Hello and welcome to Brimwood Farm. Happy summer solstice. It's Wednesday, so it's time to check in with those chicks. So I've left it a little bit later in the day today because it was absolutely baking earlier and I didn't want to go and muck with the chicks when they were sort of overheating. But now it's a lot cooler, so let's go down the garden and find them. So we'll go down the Nicotiana. There they are. We have a couple on the way to escape. So today I've had a massive clean out in here. Because they're getting really big, as you can see, and they're all out together. So we've got the older silkies out and about, and then we've also got my two Danver girls there. So there are the two Danver girls. I particularly wanted the silver Danver there. She's called Miracle. I particularly wanted her to come in with the chicks because she is a right little bitch. Trying to put other chickens in with her is a pain because she beats them mercilessly, and she on several occasions has beat up chickens so they've bled. So I thought putting her with a load of babies would get her used to being with other chickens. Let me step over so we can go in. There's just a massive white there, isn't there? So they're getting really big, as you can see. I mean, the Ixworth are pretty much now the size of these older silkies, and they're bigger than the Danvers, in fact. So still looks like one definite boy in the Ixworth, not sure about how many girls. I also have moved them on to growers pellets now, so they're pretty much like layers pellets, but they've got all the stuff in them to give young chicks the best start in life. So they've got all the vitamins and the minerals and everything. Your layers pellets tend to have more calcium in them to encourage hens to lay good hard-shelled eggs, whereas the growers don't have that much calcium in them because that at an early stage can be bad for the kidneys. So I will give Miracle, and actually I don't have a little name for this black one, so if you want to suggest a name for my black Danver girl, but yes, so I'll give them some extra calcium, and I'll probably, these two, they do tend to run around the garden, so I might just put a pot of layers pellets in the garden for them. But on the whole, everybody is doing really, really well. They're perturbed because I've just flipped this over so they can't get behind there anymore, so they're all crowding up there, wondering where their little hidey hole has gone. This is one of the older Danver girls, and that is that's the silky boy, and the Barber Danver cross are now starting to show some signs of boy. So for example, this one over here, you can start to see there's some wattles coming out under there, so that is probably going to be a boy. Hello. Actually it's quite good. There's two here. Not you, get out of the way. So there's two little ones at the back, and you can see the difference if I can get in there and I can actually see them. Oh, she's run away. Well, this is, I think, going to be a boy because it's starting to grow some wattles underneath its face, underneath its chin, and it's got quite a big head crest. It's not going to look. I know. Hello. Whereas some of the girls won't have that. So there's a little girl right there, I think, and here as well, that don't have the wattles coming out underneath their chin. Sadly, my favourite silky, which has just gone under the shelf, I think is going to be a boy. But they're all doing really well. Hello. Now this guy is turning into a really nice silky boy, so I'm going to try and find a home for him, because I don't really want to colour him, because he's growing into a nice silky cockerel. He's got some nice feathering, nice coloration. And then as always, I've used the Verdo on the floor. I've just put it down so you can see I don't completely cover the floor, because as soon as it gets wet it will burst open, and it will this much on the floor, will very quickly puff up and completely cover the entire floor in shavings, so it'll work well. So that is our chick check for today. I can't believe how quick they've grown. You know, it's chick check week 8, so they're only 2 months old. But they are not looking like chicks anymore. They're looking like little baby chickens. And they're surviving the heat, just. It gets very hot in this shed, so I'm giving them a lot of water, keeping the door open, and letting them do their thing. So I'll see you next week for another chick check, and there'll be the regular videos in between. See you later, bye!